Hello, it is 7:43 p.m. on July the 8th of 2021. Okay, we've all heard about the Industrial Revolution. Well, did you know that there are now four phases of the Industrial Revolution? If you didn't, we're going to look at them, you all, because this is important, because this is it's going to lead us to this very day that we're at. It really is to this very day that we're at. And you know, I may get kind of, I don't want to say it for talking about subjects of this nature, okay? I don't want to say it, but I will say it. Yeah, but I'm not going to. So look at this. So you can, I went over here. This stuff has been planned since 2015, okay? Since 2015, okay? The four phases of the Industrial Revolution. The first phase, end of the 18th century, okay? It was the introduction of mechanical production using hydroelectric and steam-powered equipment. The second phase, beginning of the 20th century, introduction of mass production of specialized goods using electricity. So we have the hydroelectric mechanical boom. We have the right here, second phase, introduction of mass production specialized good. Oh, right there, you can see it right there. So what let me let's say one. This is the 1, 2. Third phase is the 70s, further automation and production using electronics and IT. First programmable controller for the machinery right there. So, and now this phase that we're in, the fourth phase is today. Networking and exchange of information between humans and machines. This is the stage that we're in right now. This is the fourth stage. With that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. So I didn't know that there were four stages. I've always heard of the Industrial Revolution. That's the only stage that I have ever heard of, is the Industrial Revolution. Just one moment here. I gotta get over here to Apple Brooks, if she's over here. Let's see if I can find Apple Brooks on my Telegram. I'm on YouTube. YouTube. Let's see if she can make it. She may not be able to make it, but that's okay, because she don't get the notification. She don't get it at times. Oops. Yeah, so did you all know that? We have the first phase, which was the end of the 18th century, the first mechanical loom. That's where they weave and stuff is what they're doing. It's a loom. And then the second phase is the beginning of the 20th century, the first permanent assembly line by Ford right there. The first permanent assembly line by Ford. I thought Ford only made vehicles. Okay, the third phase, you see the computers right there. The early 1970s, first programmable controller for machinery. And the fourth phase, which is today, networking and exchange of information between humans and machines. Yes, we are. And that's a hello there, Apple Brooks. Thank you for joining us. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh my goodness. It says for many companies, the digital transformation represents the prospect of new business success. However, those who are unable to react flexibly to the new challenges will fail. That's what they said. Okay, so that takes us to the World Economic Forum. Okay, the World Economic Forum right here. And tomorrow they're having their Cyber Polygon 2021. So look, the blockchain is the fourth industrial revolution, international cooperation, and the era of digital currency growth. This is the, I know, there's some people do not want to hear this. There are some people who do not want to hear this. They're going to turn this off. They're not going to even listen to it. They're going to close their ears because they've been told something else and they've been thinking something else. They're not going to listen to this. This is the fourth industrial revolution, the blockchain, the era of digital currency growth with the World Economic Forum. This ain't no hearsay. This ain't no secondhand hearsay. This is happening, and it's happening now. We are now in it. And there are those who have not been able to accept it. Look, there has been a shift toward digital payments during the COVID-19 pandemic. There is increasing attention to and development of central bank. Let's look at this, you all. I'm not just playing. I'm telling you the truth. Central bank digital currencies and stable coins. The World Economic Forum's Digital Currency Governments Consortium is working to help realize the benefits and mitigate the risk of these new forms of digital currency. You may say, nobody's going to accept that. We're going to be total metal. We're always going to have the gold backing and all of that. That's not so. That's not so. You know what kind of world we're headed towards. You really do. You know where we're headed. You may not want to accept it, but that we are headed that way. We're already there. We've already walked through the doorway. Okay, that's what we've done. We've already walked through it, you all. Two such developments are the central bank digital currencies, CBDC, and stable coins. Central banks, that means banks of different countries, they're called the central banks. And the demand for digital means, you can see it, digital means of payments are here to stay. So you can pay your bills online. That's a form of digital payment. Okay, it is. You can use your debit card to pay for things. You can use your credit card for pay for things. It has the little chip in it. You just stick it in the machine. Boom. People have their cell phones and stuff. People have a pay app. This is where it's headed, and it is the fourth industrial revolution, the blockchain, right here. And it's on the agenda of the World Economic Forum, which encompasses countries from around the world. It does. Now, this is not very popular. Indian men only, thank you. I just threw this shirt on all of a sudden because somebody told me, Gina, this is how this worked. Somebody said, Gina, you know, it would help if you would put a different shirt on that way. I know what video to go to based on the shirt that you had. I thought, well, I got lots of shirts. I can do that. I can do that, you all, but thank you, Indian men. Yes, you also look at that, you all. It is really going here, and I don't want to say it, but it is. And we can't stop it. We really can't. Look at this is a thing of a blockchain right here. This is what it's called right there. Sustainability. It goes around with it. Environmental sustainability. Yeah, all of it. Environmental sustainability. You can find this, you all. If you want to know anything, you come over here, you go to the World Economic Forum, and you read their agendas. The future of cars, and yeah, why digital connectivity needs to be a global priority. So you can read all that's going on with it, everything if you want to. Yeah, if you want to, but you know, something was really interesting with this, the United States being the most, I saw something on this right here, the most equipped for digital takeover. And you know, when I'm looking at this, they're talking about the internet speed, okay? And what are they going after? 5G, fiber optic. They putting it for free out here in the country. They are installing fiber optic out in the country. And you have Mr. Musk, he's setting his internet, his satellites up in orbit so everybody can access the internet. Let's talk about this. Mr. Musk has his satellites being launched into orbit, and they will encompass the Earth. They will go down certain grid lines. He's got hundreds of them up there now. Why does he have hundreds of these? So people can connect to the internet, but guess what else needs the internet? Crypto, the blockchain. The fourth industrial revolution needs the blockchain. The blockchain needs the internet. It needs to access everyone from around the world. That's what it needs. Okay? And that's why it's going to happen here before anything. Look at that. So, and they've got it predicted by 2025. That's everything. Why does everything have to have a 2025 deadline? Have you asked yourself that? Why the 2025 timestamp? Okay. Yeah. They collect some exclusive drinks and whiskey. Whiskey it's nasty tasting. I tried to drink it once and it was like, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. I took a sip of it. Yeah, you are. Yeah, there's a game plan. There is an agenda, and you can look because they say they got an agenda. They got agendas. They got agendas. Oh my gosh, you all. They really do. The fourth industrial revolution. These AI projects are improving cancer screening, reskilling the workforce one person at a time. How drones in cities can help distribute medical supplies. 9 ethical AI principles for organizations to follow. What is a hybrid autonomous manufacturing and how can it benefit? By 2025, the IT industry could use 20% of all electricity produced. How can we make it sustainable? Chatbots on the rise. This approach accounts for their risk. Could all your digital photos be stored as DNA? You all see what's happening? This whole world is like that. This AI could use a digital version of Earth to help fight climate change. Look at this. Rebuilding after the challenge is digital. This is like this is all going on, you all. Look at this. AI, 10 steps to educate your company on AI fairness. So, we are going to, and we are living side by side with AI, whether you like it or not. Yeah. So that's what's happening. That is happening, you all. And I can't read that. Ivan Me 13. Do not mix iron with clay. Now, I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm going to tell you what. This is happening. This is happening, and I just felt led to speak about this. I really did. Exactly what I did. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about AI. Okay, we're not talking about beans. Okay, we're not talking about beans. Dried storage of dried foods. We're talking about AI. And the blockchain, the fourth industrial revolution. That's what we're talking about. That is the topic here. Okay, it is. That is the topic here. That's exactly right. Well, you're so very welcome. You really are. Is what I've got to say. Yeah. Oh yeah, what can you do? Yeah, you can prepare. You better store your own food. You can say that. Yeah, you can say that on here. Get prepared, because that's about all you can do is look out for yourself, but you don't want to be blinded to what's happening. You don't want to. This is blockchain. That's what we're in, blockchain. International cooperation and the era of digital currency growth. Yeah, you caught me live. I wasn't going to get on here. I'm trying to stay off of here. But this is really interesting because we have this company, never heard of them before, the Hanau Group. Hanau key figures. The 4 phases of the Industrial Revolution, highlights in 2015. They wrote this in 2015. Who are the key figures? I don't know who they are. Oh, that's what are the key figures. Oh, they're talking about money. They're talking about money. I thought they was talking about human beings, but they're not. They're not, you all. Doctor, sir, madam. Yeah, so digital, look. Supervisory supports his digital transformation. Independent business unit in 2016. Why did things happen in 2016 to digital transformation? There's companies that are going to go under. Okay, there are, because they're not going to be able to do this. They're not. But I wanted to share that with you, and I'm not going to be on here long at all. In fact, I'm getting ready to be getting off of here, and I know it's a short video, but I don't really want to do a long video, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was a 4th Industrial Revolution, and I didn't know. I really didn't. Blockchain is it. And this is what's coming right here. Whether people want it to come or not, you're not going to stop it. You're not going to stop it. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to go. Have a wonderful rest of your days, and you share your thoughts here, and give a like on this video, and give a like on all the other videos if you don't mind, because it helps spread the news about important things that are happening in our world, and people might want to know about it. They might want to broaden their awareness. They may want to think outside that box that they be in. They just might. Absolutely. Yeah, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Apple Brooks, for being on here. It's a spur of the moment, but I appreciate everything that you do, and I'm sure everyone else does. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.